Well, I'm back here with my good friend Rich Norton. How you doing today, Rich?
I'm doing excellent. Beautiful day in Florida. Great to be on the call with you. Appreciate you very much.
Absolutely. It's great to have you back. So, we're talking today about solutions. And so, Rich, I know on the podcast, I talk a lot about kind of the futuristic direction I see the industry going, integrated payments and all that. But I think when we get out to the reality of Main Street merchants, right? Not every merchant wants a rocket ship to land on their counter. Some of them do want a terminal. Some of them want something else. So, talk a little about when you go into a merchant and you realize there's a level of interest. How do you start to get into this conversation around the right solution for that merchant from a kind of a hardware perspective?
Absolutely. So I think the important part is, and this is ironic, we were just talking about that on our Monday Zoom call. Every week we do that with our team, and we had 79 representatives on the
Wow,
call.
that's a lot.
And I'm going to say probably 50 of them were new. And you just see in the chat box all the comments that they're making. Great stuff. They're taking notes, and I'm
Right.
getting a lot of great feedback. And what I'm finding in a lot of the representatives that have joined our team, most of the training that they've gotten from other companies has basically been one call, just go out there and sling cash discount. Don't worry about anything else. Just convince them. And I
Right.
tell everybody, we're not in the convincing business. The cash discount, great program. It's evolved, and we'll do more shows on that too. I
Yeah.
think it's important, especially with all the new compliance laws, but it's not for everybody. And we
Right.
have to find out what's going to be the best solution for each merchant, that we're speaking with. And a lot of that just comes down to, and this is what we talked about, was just building a rapport. It's that part
Yeah.
of getting the people to like you, because if they like you, they're going to listen to you. And then you become a consultant, and then they're going to begin to trust you. So what do we do? It's very simple. The best salespeople are the ones that ask questions.
Mm.
And then when you ask the questions, we have to shut up and listen, because a lot of times when we're new, what ends up happening is like we're already thinking about the next part of the pitch. And
Right.
it's like whatever they said, it just flew by me. And it's like now I'm presenting something that they don't need. So when I go in, when I'm meeting people for the very first time, asking them a couple questions. What are you currently using right now? And I start out by saying, we've been helping a bunch of people that have this program, have that program. By the way, what are you guys currently using right now? Well, we have this company right here. Okay, then I'll shake my head up and down. That's great. As a matter of fact, the majority of the people that I'm helping out have that same exact program. And this is what we've been able to do to help them out. And then I'm going to get a little bit more information. By the way, are you absorbing all the fees? Or are you passing any of them back at all? And then listen to what they say, because a merchant might say to us, no, I'm not going to charge them no matter what. I don't care. I've heard
Right.
that. It ticks me off. We've all heard that. And then most of these sales reps are, what are you, an idiot? You don't want to save money? And it's like, come on, you're not going to write the merchant that way. So I tell everybody, agree with them.
Yeah.
Whatever they say, just say, I'm glad you brought that up. That goes to show that you're an intelligent business owner and you care about your customers. So my hat is off to you. So obviously for your type of business, you want to absorb the fees, but you want to do everything that you possibly can to save money. Am I correct with that? And then come back with another question. If there is something that you would like to see different in the way you're doing it right now, what are some areas that you would like to see improve? I know there's probably a bunch, but what would be number one and number two on your list right now? So by listening to that, then we're going
Mm.
to pivot into what's going to be the best program. They might say, well, I got this terminal right here. I'd like to have something that I can have inventory. I've been thinking to upgrade to the new Clover system or something like that. And then
Right.
whatever they say, I'm glad you brought that up, because the majority, the people I've been helping out, I'm hearing that every single day. So that's great. So now as we're finding out what their pain points are, now we're pivoting into
Mm.
what's going to be the best solution for them, as opposed to I'm just out here slinging cash discount all day long. If they don't, then I'm moving on to the next one. And
Right.
that's not sales. We're just cramming that down people's throats. Sure, there's a market for that, but we really want to have know that we have an opportunity available for every merchant that we encounter. And I know that's a long answer to your question.
No, I love it, Rich. It's so great. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. For people kind of check back in the next week, we're going to dive into some other things about kind of these differences in you know, the industry and some of that industry knowledge that I think, you know, really the industry, if you just go out there, like you said, with this mindset of I know what's right for the merchant, I'm going to sell everybody the same thing. You're going to turn out, you know, you're going to try to win the argument instead of winning the sale, and you're not going to be as effective as you could be. So keep tuning in. Rich, always love your insights. Looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. Thank you.